Ring-a-ding-ding kitties, Cracking Cody here, and welcome to the very first Walking Dead character spotlight. Now, this character spotlight is going to be over Dale. Now, we're in this where I'm going to discuss the differences between Dale comics and Dale TV show, and that's essentially it. There are going to be major spoilers in this, so keep in mind. Each character spotlight, I'm most likely going to choose an important character that was in both and that had a different story. Most of these, there are going to be spoilers, as I said. Most of these are going to be deceased characters in either the comics or the TV show, or both. In this case, both. Okay, so we're going to start out. Dale. Dale, he's first encountered in issue 3 in the comic books, which is in Days Gone By. And Dale is he's a used car salesman who, when Rick joins the group, he's already in the Atlanta group. And he has the RV, of course. And he is with Andrea and Amy, who both stay in the RV with Dale. Now, in the comic books, Dale is not like... Of course, he's not like he is in the TV show. He is not... In the TV show, Dale is more of a father figure to Amy and Andrea. But compared to the comic books, Dale actually is Andrea's lover for the first, 60 or so issues, up until his death. So it is a little weird. He's not as old as he was. Jeffrey DeMunn plays Dale in the TV show. Dale Horvath. I can't pronounce it. I'll pronounce it later when I get to him. But in the TV show, he's a lot older. I wouldn't say a lot older. He seems older. In the comic books, he is 68, and then he is 69 by his death. So he's late 60s. That's pretty old compared to Andrea. But anyway, they're in the Atlanta, and everything goes accordingly how it is in the TV show. They go to the farm, and then he actually makes it off the farm to the prison. And in the prison, Dale gets bit. He is one. Alan first gets bit in the prison. And Rick amputates, and then Alan dies and does not make it. Dale, however, does get amputated, and Herschel's son Billy runs away and leaves Dale what we think is going to be his death, but he gets his leg amputated, and he survives, and he gets a peg leg, which is how we view Herschel in the TV show. So Herschel got the Dale treatment, I guess. And when the prison assault is about to happen, they know the governor is out there, and they don't feel safe. So Dale and Andrea leave. And at this time, Dale and Andrea have adopted Alan's kids, Ben and Billy. So they all leave on the RV. And they come back during the assault, and they run some people over, and they flip the RV, and they survive. And they all meet back at Herschel's farm. And after they meet back at Herschel's farm, and they meet Abraham and Rosita and Dr. Eugene, they head towards DC due to Eugene. And on the way to DC, as they're being stalked by the hunters, Dale gets kidnapped. He gets captured, and the hunters cut off his other leg, his left leg, and they eat it. And this is the big scene to where Dale's, tainted meat, big tainted meat thing, because he's already bit. A zombie has bit him in issue 62, right before he gets captured. And it's kind of hinted that he was going to go kill himself because he knew he was going to be a danger to the group eventually. So yeah, and then after he gets bit, his leg gets eaten, Rick and the group come in, they slaughter the hunters, and then they bring Dale back to, I want to say the church. The church. Gabriel's church, Father Gabriel's church. And then he dies. He passes away due to being bit, and then Andrea shoots him before he can reanimate. And so in the comic books, that is the death of Dale. Dale Horvath. Anyway. So in the comic books, of course, he has a big role. And so in the TV series, he also has a big role. He's more of a, like a, the moral center, moral compass. He appears in Days Gone By, the episode Days Gone By. And he's already in the group with Amy and Andrea, just like in the comics, except he is not a partner with them. Instead, he's like a father figure. He's a father figure to the whole group. And Dale grows a relationship with Glenn and Andrea, respectively. And he has an RV still. So they make it out of Atlanta. In the 6th episode, called TS19 of season 1, Dale stays behind with Andrea because she threatens to kill herself, and he convinces her to keep living. So there again is that father figure type thing. They make it to Herschel's farm, where Dale has respect for Herschel, and at the same time, is growing this suspicion for Shane ever since he comes back from Otis, and ever since that episode, I'm trying to think of, ever since the episode Cherokee Rose, Dale grows more and more weary, and you can see it. You see the whole Dale-Shane clashing. And end of season 2, episode Judge, Jury, and Executioner, after they decide that Randall's gonna die, Dale goes off. Even though Dale is really the only one that wants to keep Randall alive, because, morality. And the group decides to execute Randall, which they end up trying to do, and then Carl sees it, so they back out. They don't execute Randall, which Shane doesn't like. But it symbolized, when the group voted to execute, it symbolized that Dale has lost and that the morality is gone from the group. And so, with that, Dale goes off, and he is later attacked by this walker that Carl had inadvertently let out of the mud, and he rips Dale's intestines out of his stomach, and Dale's laying there suffering as everyone's gathered around him, and they can't save him. And so Rick raises the gun to shoot Dale, but he can't, so Daryl says, "I'm sorry, brother," and shoots Dale, and that's the end of Dale. Dale dies very early in the TV show compared to the comics. He's mentioned. They have his funeral in Better Angels. And, he's buried, and they talk about how he's, like the moral center and stuff, we need to do this for Dale. And he is only mentioned 3 times in season 3. Carl, Glenn, and Andrea respectively mention him, but his influence seems to drop off when Herschel joins, because Herschel takes his place as that moral center. I think Jeffrey DeMunn did a great role. Jeffrey DeMunn ended up, he backed out of the show, like he wanted out of the show. In the end of season 2, they were going to have him just like in the comics. But he wanted to get out, and then right as they were finishing writing that episode where they're going to kill him, he wanted back in the show. I don't exactly know why, but I don't exactly know why he asked the writers to write his character out of the show. Some people say that was because of Frank Darabont's leaving the show, but he of course later changed his mind, but they already scripted him to die. I really wish they would have changed it to where he would have lived. I don't know. But yeah. Dale was only in the first 11 volumes of the comics, but he was definitely a huge part of those 11 volumes. He's one of my favorite characters from the show. I definitely love... He's different. I love that. So, but yeah. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe. The next episode, I think I'm going to do 2 people. I'm going to do Alan from the TV show and the comics. And I'll probably do Donna. I'll probably do Donna and Alan from the TV show and the comics. So, it'll be a little shorter, because you'll see. So, thank you for watching. Subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video.